of very solid players throughout that team. You have to have a great goalkeeper, and you have to have a great goal scorer, every team, to be, you know, successful.
We had a great goalkeeper in Steve Gallup. We had John McManus up front, who could score goals at will almost.
We had a lot of players who were difference makers.
We were very, very good that year. We'd beaten Virginia 3-0 with a McManus hat trick. The win over Old Dominion in the VIL, as it was known then, and Mark Gardner getting the goal down at Old Dominion.
And then the NCAA games were amazing. The Howard game was like having an out-of-body experience. They changed the rules after that, but we played 150 minutes of soccer.
But we defended like crazy. Gallup had a great game, and the game went into overtime, and I can still picture the PKs. They missed one, and we just kept knocking ours away.
And in the penalty kicks, our goalkeeper, Steve Gallup, hit the winning penalty.
And he'd always told me that if we get an important PK, I'm the man for it. And fair enough, he stood up there and he just knocked it in the top corner.
And then the final game of the season for us was a home game with Alabama A&M.
And it was Pearl Harbor Day, 1980, December the 7th, and it was a beautiful day. And they were good, but we competed with them all the way.
And we fought till the end there and gave up a goal in the 90th minute to lose in regulation.
It was tough to lose that day, but it put William & Mary soccer on the map. People knew about us from then on.
The thing people need to realize about this team is these guys were real pioneers for NCAA and national level performance.
In 1980, it just all came together.
1980 team, congratulations. You guys were the ones that broke through. We've been to the NCAA tournament a few times since then, but your run is the one that started it all.
To all the members of the 1980 men's soccer team, get tight and congratulations.
Representing the 1980 men's soccer team, please welcome Martin Nickley.
Good evening. It's a distinct pleasure to be here tonight and to have the opportunity to speak for the 1980 William & Mary men's soccer team. Being selected into the Hall of Fame is something that we are so grateful for, and we will remember this evening and cherish this honor for the rest of our lives. We thank you so much for having us here and for recognizing us in this tremendous fashion. In truth, there is this prevailing sense that somehow what we are really receiving tonight is just icing on the cake. For any one of us could provide impassioned testimonial regarding the degree to which we have already received so much from this program and from this college. Now, to be clear, I'm not just referring to the luxury accommodations that we were treated to on our travel trips. Usually 4 to a room, 2 to a double bed, and always in one of the East Coast's finest establishments. Nor am I referencing the ample legroom and expansive personal space that we enjoyed in each of the 3 white vans that we traveled across the country in. Obviously, these things were great, along with so many other anecdotes that we could reference. But what I'm actually referring to is this. Just coming to the College of William & Mary, we were given the opportunity to receive an education from one of the finest institutions in the country. In addition, we had the great fortune to be chosen to represent this school on the soccer field, playing in an era that was instrumental not only to the formation of a strong soccer foundation here at William & Mary, but also as part of the evolution of the game taking hold on college campuses across the country. We could not have been more fortunate than to play for a legendary coach, Al Albert, who put his heart, soul, and vision into our team just as he has to this program throughout his entire career. And as if this wasn't enough, we also had each other, a group of players who enjoyed spending time together, had a passion for the sport, and were intent on representing our school with pride and a stylish, graceful approach to the game. It meant so much to all of us, and as that 1980 season progressed towards its impending conclusion, this could not have been more evident. Our play on the field became desperate and infused with a sense of urgency, with each of us determined to not let our season end. But when it did, we could at least be comforted with the knowledge that we had done our best, had worked hard in playing with heart and passion, and moreover had accumulated a lifetime of experiences, lessons, and cherished memories, ones that would be invaluable to us as we moved into the next stages of our lives. Thank you so much to the William & Mary Athletics Hall of Fame for recognizing us for what was a wonderful time of our lives. Thanks a lot.
I would like to ask the individual members to come up. John Chude, Joseph Crowley, Paul Crowley, John Daly, Rick Durflinger, Michael Flood, Stephen Gallup, Mark Gardner, Stephen Grain, Michael Jones, Peter Caleris, Jurgen Klug, David Lamb, Richard Miller, the aforementioned Martin Nickley, Robert Olson, Thomas Sutliff, and Paul Wise. Not here this evening as these gentlemen receive their awards: John Bray, Michael Bedell, team manager Pam Hillary, Andy Jennings, John McManus, John Rasnick, Chris Sartorius, and the late Neil Sherman. And of course, head coach Al Albert.